Hey, what's up, guys? Nick Terrio here, and I wanted to bring some value to the table, something that I can guarantee you will change your life financially in the smallest and simplest way. I started doing this back in March and April. I noticed a huge impact, the next month a big impact, and then just keep on growing of the impact it changed to my financials. One of the biggest problems most of us have is our financials. We kind of tend to look at it and we don't track anything. We don't really, we just kind of look at it in like fear, oh shoot, that check just pulled out my account. I know my account's gonna be low. I'm not going to check it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want any more stress. And that's wrong. You need to be aware of your financial problems. Say if you have financial problems, I'm aware. I'm aware of financial problems and you need a solution to fix it. Now, I'm not saying this is just going to fix it all right here, but I'm saying this is it's going to allow you to become a better tracker, better person who manages money properly, and has made a huge impact in my life. It has impacted other people's life. My mentor, Lewis Mocker, showed this back to me in 2015, 2016. I did it for a little bit and I made some excuses of why not to do it. And then now I'm really serious about being aware of my financial problems. I have financial problems too. And I am use this to implement it into my financials. And I have, it's a solution that's helped me out a lot. So I just kind of want to quickly go over it. Basic concept of it is based off the golden income rule, which is how you should be splitting up your income based off a variety of characteristics and accounts to where you should be delegating income at. So for instance, 50% of your income should be going towards necessities to live. So this will be, your food, your clothes that you need, not some Louis Vuitton clothes or some, high-end jeans or anything. Clothes you need, for work or stuff like that. Food you need, not, there's a difference between, hey, I have food prepped at home and I can buy some food to prep at home and for the next few days versus, hey, I want to go splurge tonight and eat sushi. That's a necessity. No, so that's where you live. 50% of your money goes to that food. If you have a family to support, some of their clothing and stuff like that. Basically your necessities to live. And if you have like a house note, it's kind of where I put like some on bills at. But it's also a difference between a house note and a Spotify bill. So this will be kind of tricky for some of y'all because some of y'all are in different places than me. I haven't set this system up for, say, for instance, a family, but for me, 21 years old, who makes a decent amount of money for himself through online business, and this is the way I manage my money and ways that I can tell you will help you out. So, but anyway, so 50% is kind of all your living expenses, your necessities that you need to live. And some of your big bills that are again necessities. It's a difference between a subscription for entertainment versus your car note or something, and then also it's a difference between your third car note because you have 3 or 4 cars, and your third car is your play car for the weekend. So again, just all different ways to manage it. Your next thing is your 10% goes to savings. You should be saving 10% of all your income to invest and pay off debt. So right now, 10% of my money is going all towards paying off debt I owe on credit cards, and kind of like a little bit of my car note, but mostly just debt on credit cards. And but once all your debt is paid off for like credit cards and stuff like this, little stuff like that, then you can start investing into, say, your online stocks, investing money into new business ventures. You should be saving to invest your money into ways to where it can grow, but it stays liquid. So you want to make sure you can always pull it out anytime once you start investing after you pay off your debt and stuff. So that's where 10% of your money goes to. Your next 10% is education. We should always be investing our money into ways to elevate our skill set. This might be an Audible subscription, buying books on Audible, listening to audiobooks, buying books off Amazon. If you're going to school, you can put some of your educational expenses there. If you are an entrepreneur like me, I invested in a few masterminds, higher level thinking groups with other entrepreneurs, and I put my subscription charges in there for education. Let's say if you want to take a huge educational trip to go watch Tony Robbins speak, that whole trip can be under your educational tabs, or anything related to education and growing your mindset, which will elevate your skill set, increase your earnings. This is huge. Education is my favorite one, or Give is my favorite one. Education is my second to favorite one out of this list that I really, really like. And that's just because I love learning new stuff, and always, I like to constantly elevate as much as possible. And I love it when I get to get in a forward and higher level thinking groups with people who are doing, well over than what I'm doing, and be able to talk to them and kind of pick their mindset about different stuff. And that's not possible without the educational tab. So the next thing is the spend tab. This is the money you blow. I'm telling you right now, you blow this money. You do not save money up in this thing unless, you don't save money at all. This thing. This is your money you blow. This is the money you use to go treat yourself when you're going to Taco Bell at 12 o'clock at night. This is the money you use to treat yourself when you're going downtown. This is the money you treat yourself when you're going to, a restaurant. This is the money you use to go buy that purchase, that new phone. This is the money you go blow on objects, stuff that means nothing to you. They just want to spend that money on. You need to spend the money, because if you're constantly restricting yourself from it, you're going to have an outburst one day, just like a crash diet, and you're going to gain 50 pounds back, or $100 in debt, etc. So spend tab, below the money. That's the point of that. The next thing is your play tab. This is where, this is also kind of like your long-term spending. So this is where you're going to save up money to go on like a vacation, save up money to go on a really, really nice dinner, where you're going to save up money to make a really big purchase. This is where like the big spending purchases are. It's in the play tab. So a vacation, some type of new Rolex watch, something like that, really high-end, big purchases. It's going to go in the play tab, so we're going to kind of save your money up. For me, I love kind of like to travel, kind of like to go see places, so I kind of like to save money right here to go do stuff, cool stuff. Maybe go treat, me and the girl out one night to a really nice dinner, something like that. This is where I like to save that money up. And lastly, it's the give tab. Give tab is my favorite because I love giving back, because I go to church and everything, and I remember one of the readings recently was 90% is plenty for you. Give 10% back to God, or your religion accordingly, and give 10% back, and you're going to be good forever as long as you're giving 10% back. It's giving back can be anything. You could be giving, online to charities and stuff. I've been doing a lot of that. Literally every time money gets in my account, I'm keeping that give at zero. Anytime income comes into me, I immediately go and find a charity online. I'm giving back. I'll open up Facebook real quick. If I see any fundraisers popping up or any type of things like that, I'll immediately donate to. And I love to give back to the community in a sense like that, and helping people financially. Might not be the best at making time to go do community service or something, but I'll find a way to give back in a way that works for me, and giving back 10% of everything like that works perfect for me. This also could be treating, to a family members that are present, around Christmas time. Also, it could be, if you're going to the gas station, you fill up your gas pump and you want to randomly treat someone to a free tank of gas, give right there. So give can be anything. You're helping others financially in a way that's plenty for you. So that's just kind of the breakdown of the accounts, and I want to show you real quick the structure, because I'm going to give you this document so you can use and implement into your financials. Now, first things first, Nick, I don't make enough money to where I can live 50% off. I need 90% of my income. Then you can change up these percentages a little bit right here, as long as all of them total up to 100%. You can change these percentages, but look, my advice to you, if you can't live off 50% of your income, you have a financial income problem. Your expenses are either too high or your income is too low, and you need to figure out how to get those balanced to where you can do that 50%. That is a huge thing too as well. Now, going into this, because that was probably the first objection a lot of y'all had to this, and let's get into this and actually show you around and how to use it. So this is basically the home page. And now look, I did this in Excel, this ain't no professional program, so there might be some flaws in it, but hey, this is as good as I can do it. So I kind of just did a deposit right here of just a random, just an equal, let me just do 1,000, just a whole number, just to make this easy so you can really see how everything's distributed between the accounts. right there. This is where you'll see your totals at for each account. And notice I did not do a total of all of them together. And the reason why is because you should be focused on each individual account, not the whole number. So you should know, oh, I only have $500 this month for expenses. So, you shouldn't be afraid, because let's say if you're a little low on the overall number, you might be afraid to go spend one, which you should not. You should be worried about getting these accounts, spending only the money in these accounts, and that's it, not a whole number, or it's going to throw you off. You're going to think you have a lot of money, and you have a lot of money, I can go spend on whatever I want, which in reality you only have $100 to go spend on a shopping spree. So that's where all your accounts are. Financial goals. You should have daily, monthly, and yearly financial goals. This is just some random goals right here. You can put whatever you want. What is your goal to make per day? What is your goal to make per month? What is your goal to make per year? So, right here, $1,000 a day, which will be about $30,000 a month, which is $360,000 a year. Put your own financial goals, whatever it is you're trying to do right now, income-wise. Next thing I have is reoccurring charges. So this is where you're gonna have to get a little creative as well and do some digging through some of your accounts right now through your bank statements. So for instance, you can put date of charge 1. All of this is a reminder. This does not automatically update, in which I'm gonna show you in a little bit, where like you have this like check-in book style, transaction description amount would automatically deduct the amount from these accounts right here. But what I can do is show you right here, where it's just like a little notepad right here where you can write down everything, so you kind of know that. For instance, I personally spend $40 on haircuts a month. I get 2 haircuts a month, generally every 2 weeks, and it's about $20 per haircut. So I spend $40. I just put 0 because there's really no specific date of charge. $40 a month. Also, I'll put $0 and I'll put gas. I spend $173 a month on gas, and I'll put that in my Live account because it's part of my necessity. And you can see right here, reoccurring charges. I know about $213 a month comes out of my Live account. Let's also put another 0, and let's put Super 1, because that's where I get all my groceries from. And I pay about, I think it's just under 200. It's probably around, I'm just gonna put 200 at most. Live right there. So there we go, because that's the account it comes out of. So right there, it's $413 a month that comes out of my Live account, which again I have to update. So, but all this is kind of like a reminder right here. So if let's see, on the 13th, your Spotify comes out, and that's $12 or $9.99, I believe, or $12, something like that. And that comes out of your Play account, because Spotify, or that comes out of your Spend account, because Spotify is not a necessity. It's not something you need to live. It's a it's a treat in a sense, and that's what the Spend account's for. Let's say if you have, I love MyFitnessPal. Let me put on the 22nd, MyFitnessPal. Again, that's something that's not a necessity. And then, boom. So what I recommend for you is coming there and, let's do one more. That's for the 30th, Audible, and then $10. And then that is in my Learn account, because like my educational account. So now we go right here. We can see, per month I spend $413 on my Live account, $10 on my educational account, and $21.99 in my Spend account. So again, that doesn't automatically update for you. You actually have to go each month and type in, on the every 30th of the month, Audible. But all this is right here is a notepad to basically remind you that, hey, these are all my charges. And what I recommend for you is go and print out your bank document, or maybe your bank statement for the past 2 months, and try to figure out, hey, on average I spent X amount on groceries. Well, put that average in right here. On average I spent X amount on gas. Boom, put that gas in. Put all of your expenses. And then worry about, okay, I'm gonna cut that one out, and then highlight a few that you need to cut out, or highlight a few that, okay, you might want to start looking at, hey, I don't really use that subscription anymore, I might need to cut that out. So let me just highlight it and not use it for that reason. So that's all stuff you need to do within your business, or within your financials right there. Be on track, know everything that's going on. That is huge, key for financial success. And again, I don't have that yet, but this is all stuff that I've been taught, implementing, and I've seen major improvements. And when I don't follow this, things go haywire, and that's something that you should be worried about and be on the lookout for. So let's kind of give you a little bit more of explore a little bit more outside. Oh yeah, one last thing right here, the 2018 monthly income. This is where you just come there and type in how much you made each month. So type in if you made $10,000 in January, boom, right there. So this is just ways to track of everything of how much you made for the year. For some people who work a salary job, a 9 to 5, and it's one set thing, you might not really need to do this. But if you're an entrepreneur like me and your income is literally different every single month, this is a little bit more useful for me, just so at the end of the year I can see that how much I made. But let's give you a little bit, explore a little bit around this Excel document so you can see everything. Again, you're gonna have a download description, download link somewhere. I'm gonna post this on Facebook so you can download it, and also I'll post this on YouTube and be a link in the description. So right here is the deposit tab. So this is where you'll deposit everything. So when you get your check in, you go deposit at the bank. Let's just say it's that date. Wherever work, your check's $1,200. Boom, or $1,200. Boom. Everything is automatically updated right here in the accounts right here. So you come there and you just make sure you keep track of all your deposits, because again, this Excel document doesn't link to your bank account, doesn't automatically update. There is probably easier ways of going to create multiple bank accounts and doing all this for you, but just to make it easier, quicker to set up, you can do this now. This is just my personal way of doing it. So you can come here, you update all your things. I recommend, so for instance, your starting amount, this will be how much money you have in the bank account right now. You put that number in, and then you just keep, and that'll delegate how much goes where. I know at the beginning it's a little hard to kind of implement into your financials. I understand that, and you're just gonna have to work with it. Don't chase perfection. It's gonna be a little bit of rough at the beginning, but as soon as you start doing it for about 4 weeks, everything's gonna balance out, and you'll really be aware of your financials and where you need to delegate money at. So do your starting amount and then just type in your check. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, hey, I got $200 for my birthday. Like to put all your money in. If you own a business, type in business name, and when you make that money and stuff like that, this very simple. Just put all your deposits right here, the date, the description, and the amount, and it's going to total it for you. The next thing is your live account right here. So this is where you'll type in yesterday or something like that. I went spend Super One fuel, and I spent $43.29. Boom, look, it automatically deducted $43.29 from my total over here. So now it's not $500 anymore. And that's what I'm saying. It's automatically going to update and deduct for you. But this right here is just a notepad. This doesn't do anything. It's just a notepad. It's just a reminder. It's just like having a sticky note inside your computer that says on the 5th, on the 5th, some type of subscription pulls out of your account. That is it. But you have to go ahead and manually add them right here. So the other day I did a haircut, $20. Boom, you pulled out again. So and then, oh wait, look, I got paid today for work $1,200 or $12,000. Put that $1,200. Boom, and then look, it's back up again. So that's pretty much how that works, and that works for all of them. Live, save, education, spend, they're all the same. Play, give, let's say I just went donate to a charity. Maddie's Footprints, if you're from Lafayette, that's a big one I've been donating to lately. Let's say I do $200. Boom, and then that accounts back down to $20 now, and I can keep depositing next check, maybe the next 3 checks, and boom, that counts back up, and I can go ahead and deposit again, X amount of money, and then boom, it's subtraction. So it's very easy. It's an easy Excel document to understand if you have some familiar if you have some experience with Excel, this will be easy to do. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is the daily income manager. So you know, if you get a set check, you know, you're working 9 to 5 or no raises or anything like that, that's fine. But if you're like an entrepreneur like me and my income's changing every month, you know, I get random amounts of payments. You know, some months no payments, random amounts of payments every month. You know, let's say I make a $300 or I get $300 commission from a sale or a profit from my business, maybe a $5,000 one, you know, maybe a $600, maybe $20 commission. All that does is at the end of the month, you can track how much you made for the month and then go ahead and update it right here. You know, $400 is all I made for January. Then February I might make $5,000. Then March I might make $60. And then it's not a profit and loss type thing or a type thing where it's you know, if I lost money that month, I don't really track the losses. I just track the income, which, you know, again, this is a rough thing. If you want to track the losses, you can too, but that's up to you. So I hope you guys enjoy this document. Again, it has changed my financials tremendously. I'm definitely not perfect. I don't want to overcome that. You know, I'm not rich. I'm not perfect. I still have financial problems, and I'm working on that every single day to make that better and to achieve the goals I'm trying to accomplish. And I hope this can help out your plan, your business, your financials. You know, if you work a traditional job and this can't work for you, focusing on making it work for you. You know, increase your income, find a side hustle you can do to get it to where 50% of all your income is going to necessities. You're supporting your family, your groceries, your gas, your car notes and stuff. Focus on getting it to that level. You know, maybe you have a joint account with your wife and stuff, and you know, your full family. Then both of y'all will be putting on, you know, info in here, just like you know, usually like in my family, my dad does the checking book and stuff. So it'd be like that person kind of doing that, and you know, if you have a joint account and something like that. So just something to check out. I'm gonna put the download link for this somewhere, either below if it's on YouTube, and somewhere if it's on Facebook, it should be on top. So you can download this Excel document. You can download Excel, I think, for free on the App Store. And then I think it also works with Google Sheets too. You can load into Google Sheets and it'll work fine. So hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, just come back to this video and relate to it. And guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.